Salve! Today we're in Reggio Emilia, which is kind of central North Italy, and we're not about an hour away from Reggio Emilia itself. We're at a beautiful villa with swimming pool, and we're going to speak to the owners of this property who are from England. Okay, let's go and see Mike and Sue. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Don't forget the microphone.
Buongiorno.
Okay. So guys, you've got quite a story to tell us. You've been here, what, 15, 16 years? Yeah. And you bought the property and you restored it. So tell us all about that.
Well, we bought it really as a shell, a concrete box, basically. It's absolutely square. And Sue had this vision. I didn't get out of the car when we came. Sue had this vision. She came around the front here, looked at it, and I got, come and have a look. And I came and had a look, and the first thing we saw were the mountains covered in a foot of snow. And then Sue had these ideas about the front doors, the windows, what we could do to it. And the rest is history. We just spent a lot of time putting it together.
Okay. So the process, how long did that take for you to get the property to your dream?
We had the property for a year before we started any work on it. And then that took, I would say to you, about 6-7 months to actually get it together. It was project managed by someone here. And that was, we've sort of really built it in stages. So what you see in terms of the house now with the portico, that was the first stage. Then the second stage was getting the pool built, and we've had the pool now about 7 or 8 years. And then we did some work on the 2-level barn.
Okay, so the barns you've turned into a studio, which I'm guessing is yours.
That's mine.
And downstairs is the workshop, if I'm correct, and that's got to be yours.
That's our man cave. My man cave, sorry. Everything that goes on around the property is down there. We've got strimmers down there, mowers, you name it. Anything that cuts anything and makes this place look good, it's down there.
Okay.
So there's oils, petrols, machinery. There's about 3 of everything that you need, but it keeps this place looking so good.
Okay, fantastic. And so you live here pretty much year round. How do you find that? And how are your language skills?
Well, we are here throughout the seasons. Language skills, we get by pretty well because of 2 things. One is that Mike probably speaks it better than I do. And because we've been involved in sort of creating this, he's developed a knowledge of the language, of commercial language and that sort of stuff. I understand it much better. So when we're involved in something, if they come back at us and say whatever, generally I've got a good idea what's happening. And God, the Italians are so forgiving. You know, you try a little bit, and they're just brilliant. They're just brilliant. So I think we've probably not learnt it as much as we could have done because they've been so forgiving, and we've got by, and it is a beautiful, beautiful language. So yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
And in terms of you just spoke about the seasons. So although you have the lovely pool here to enjoy the long summers, there's also ski resorts, I understand.
Yeah, we've got ski resort really nearby in Febio, so you can get there very, very, very quickly. It's a limited ski resort because it's for the locals, but just farther afield, maybe an hour and a half from here, we've got Abertone, which is over in the Tuscan region, Tuscany, and Cerreto, which is what, 40 an hour away from here.
Okay.
So it's, if you're here and you're wanting to ski, there's There's no problem. And walking, climbing, cycling, it's endless really what you can do here.
Okay. So really, for people that are outdoors, you're pretty much covered.
Oh God, yeah.
That's cool.
I would say to you that most people who come around here, certainly who come around here for holidays, they come around here because you're in the mountains, and yet you're not that far away from the cities, so you've got all that. So yeah.
So in terms of the closest cities, we have Reggio Emilia and others.
Yeah, Reggio Emilia, which is an incredibly underrated place. It's beautiful.
And how far is that away from here?
An hour and a quarter.
Okay.
An hour and a quarter. And then you've got Parma, which is about 2 hours away. Modena is about an hour and a half. And you've got Bologna, which is about an hour and a half. You can get to Florence inside 3 hours, and you can get there much quicker if you catch your train in Reggio. That's about an hour and 20 minutes, I think, from Reggio by train.
Okay. And Bologna has the closest airport, I believe.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay, cool.
It does.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share with us about this beautiful region?
Well, it's sort of the region's known as the kitchen of Italy, and it certainly is. You know, you've got lots of places to eat, from pizzerias to osterias to fine dining. You've got so many options. Cafes to just go and sit and muse and watch the world go by. And yet when you come back from all that, you come back to just the peace and the tranquility of being somewhere like this, which for us has been perfect.
Okay, well, guys, thanks very much for your time. I hope that's been enlightening, and our audience has enjoyed that. And if you have, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much.